What's he doing still? He needs to get out of that mode. How did he get out of that? He was surrounded a second ago. Thank you, dragon. Where's the other dragon? She's not looking. Fly, 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 fly. God, no, fly! No, no, no. No! Come on, shake him off, shake him off. Oh God, Zora! Fucking hell! That dragon's gonna be alright. I guess we're saying the ghost is dead then, because why not? Sam! He's got to leave him. He's got to leave him. He's got to carry on. Christ, Theon! Why is he still in a trance? I don't get it. Come on, Theon, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up! Get up! For Christ's sake. They're stood right next to one, aren't they? Something's going to come through there. Oh man, those two. Don't. They're not going to kill themselves, are they? Oh. God, is that thing still alive? No, they're going to kill all of them. No. What the fuck is going on? Bullshit. God, he's got them all with him as well. No, no. God. Someone kill the Night King, please. Now. Quick. Oh, bless Theon. Oh, God, they're still surrounded. Welcome back, Bran.
You're a good man. Thank you.
No, don't run towards him. What'd you do that for? Theon. Fucking hell. I hate this episode, man. What? Do something useful, Bran. I don't know what. Have some special power that does something. I don't know. Something's got to happen here. Come on, Bran. What are you doing? What happened then? What? No fucking way! No way! Aya! No way. No way. Oh. Oh, Jorah. Man. There has been some heroes in this episode. Oh, they're still all alive. They're still alive. I thought most of them had died. They're all nearly all alive. I can't believe that. Aya! Oh, Jorah's not gonna die, is he? Oh, man. What happened to the other dragon? I don't get it. What happened to the other one? Oh, Oh, Drogon, this is alive. Hound's still alive. Melisandre. She said she was going to die. Oh God, what's going to happen? Why does she need to do that though? Oh my God, I need like a week off just to recover from that. I've aged. Holy shit. Hi, that was episode 3 of Game of Thrones season 8. Just before I give a review, I need to just tell you all something. While that was filming, I thought there was a police chase going on. There were police cars everywhere, helicopters everywhere while I was watching that. I've now found out that 2 trains have just collided, literally half a mile away from where I am. So I it's kind of put me off a bit. Obviously, well, my heart goes out to anyone that's been injured in that. I'm hoping there aren't any fatalities or injuries. But yeah, that's shocking. I mean, there were helicopters going around the whole time I was trying to watch that episode. So I'm going to try and get through this in a minute. I'm going to stop the camera in a minute and I'll come back to it later. Like I said, I just hope there's no serious injuries. But yeah, I'll be back to you in a second. Hi, I'm back again. Yeah, I'm going to try and get through this, but this is really difficult because I've just found out. I've actually been down there. I went with my son. We've actually just been down the road, and it's 2 passenger trains that have collided. One's on its side. They're trying to cut people out. It's not the right time to be doing this, to be honest, but I've got to do it now. I've got to, you know, it's in my head. I've got to try and get it out there. So I am going to plod on, get this done. Yeah, wow. I mean, what an amazing episode that was. It's absolutely crazy. Oh God, I can't talk. This is really. Oh dear, I don't know what to do. I can't do this when I can hear ambulances and helicopters and stuff right outside my door. I might do this later. I think I'm going to do this later. I can't do it right now. Otherwise I'm not going to be able to give you my proper views on it all because this is putting me off completely. Yeah, I'll do it later on when things are a little bit calmed down. Right, I'll see you in a bit. Hello again. Right, okay, let's concentrate on this episode now. All the dramas are pretty much calmed down, I think, out there now. But yeah, so we started with the episode with a really horrible and unsettling kind of scene where you're following Sam and everyone's just getting ready for what's about to happen. And we see Tyrion going down into the crypt. Also Theon, you know, and the Ironborn getting ready to protect Bran, and it's building up and building up. And we see Jon and Daenerys on the dragons, just kind of up on a hilltop, sort of looking down. I guess to just kind of wait to sort of try and see when the Night King comes past. And who pops up? Melisandre. So random. But yeah, she pops up and she does a spell, and all the Dothraki swords all light up, and it looked amazing from above. It looked incredible. And then I think a thing that I found a little bit annoying was, why did they just charge off into the dark? It was such a silly thing to do. I don't get what they were going to gain by that. Because I mean, they got overwhelmed within seconds, literally seconds. And I'm assuming Ghost is dead, which I did not want to happen. Probably out of all the characters in the whole of the show, Ghost was the one I didn't want to die. And you didn't see him again. He ran off, and then that was it. Jorah survived. He managed to get back, as well as a few of the others, but there weren't many survivors. And then Daenerys started torching all the walkers. I think Jon joined in as well at one point. We also saw that everyone was just getting overwhelmed. I mean, it was mayhem, absolute mayhem. Sam nearly got killed straight on. Glenn saved him and then got killed himself, so he was the first one to sort of recognise character that died. I told Sansa to go down to the crypt and stay there, because I think she could see that it was all going horribly wrong. And Jon and Daenerys, I think they found the Night King, and there are some beautiful scenes when the dragons went up above the clouds, and it looked like the Night King had summoned some kind of storm. I'm guessing it was like snow, but it looked like ash on some of the pictures. But it completely blocked the vision of everyone. So Daenerys was, I think at one point Daenerys and Jon collided. The dragons just hit each other because they couldn't see where they were going. That was a little bit scary. Oh, the helicopters have started again, man. This is freaking me out. Also, that obviously everyone retreated because they were getting completely outnumbered, outgunned, just getting massacred. So they retreated back through the gates again of Winterfell. And Melisandre, they couldn't light the trench. One, because they couldn't see the signals because of this kind of, I don't want to call it snow. It was kind of like fog, I suppose. They couldn't see the signals, so it was Melisandre that actually summoned up fire to light the trench. And I know I said during the show that killing Shireen is unforgivable, absolutely unforgivable. That was horrible. But she did kind of make up a little bit in this episode. And by lighting that trench, it saved a lot of people. It gave them a bit of time to kind of regroup, because eventually the dead started just lying on the flames, and then one would go on top of the other one and the other one, and in the end they were making these little trenches all the way across that they could get through. And that's when they started climbing up the walls, and it kind of like a World War Z kind of way where they're climbing up the walls, and that was amazing. The whole episode was amazing. One of the giants smashed its way through the wall, and Lyanna Mormont was hit, and I thought she was dead, and she came back to again. And oh my god, another just a drop mic moment again. She just ran towards this giant, just screaming, and he grabbed hold of her and just started to just crush her. But as he did it, she had this dragon glass dagger, this long dagger, and she just thrust it straight into his eye, and which killed him. But at the same time, he dropped her, and she was dead, which again was horrible, horrific scene. And in the meantime, Hound has just freaked out because there's this fire everywhere, and he's just basically his brain has just shut down. Arya was in real trouble and was saved by Beric, and he was just shouting at Hound the whole time to snap out of it. But Hound went, no, I'm not going to do it, I'm not going to do that. But when Beric said, well then do it for her, and he could see that Arya was in real trouble, he did literally just snapped out of it, and he just ran towards her to help her. And then later on we see, I don't know how she got there, but she ended up inside one of the main buildings in Winterfell. It looked like kind of like a library. And there were walkers everywhere, and she was just tiptoeing through, trying not to be seen, and she hid under a table. And even the sound of dripping blood from one of the wounds that she got was enough to attract their attention. And she managed to get out of there, and then I think she walked straight into a door where there were loads of them pouring through. And just when you think she's had it, she's not going to survive, Beric and Hound sort of came to the rescue and managed to grab hold of her. And they were running through all the corridors being chased. And then obviously the purpose of Beric, he said he had a purpose right from way back, and his purpose was to stand there and just give enough time for Hound and Arya to get out, and then he was killed. Oh god, another horrible scene with one of my favourite characters, but it's certainly one of the characters I didn't want to die. I would like to have seen a lot more of him, but yeah, he died sacrificing himself. Then when they finally find themselves, Hound and Arya suddenly get into this room, they bolt the door, and in the background is the shape of Melisandre stood there, and I'm thinking, oh no, now what's going to happen? But she approached Arya, and Arya said, oh, I remember you, and you said that I would see these different eyes closing, and Melisandre said, yeah, and she mentioned blue eyes. Now at the time, I thought she meant like Joffrey or someone, or one of the Lannisters or something like that, because they've got blonde hair, blue eyes. But no, what it was actually meant, I think it was a brilliant throwback to that. Well, obviously the blue eyes of all the walkers, and later on in the episode we kind of get to see the main one, and that was yeah, I'll get to that in a second. And there was a scene where Daenerys was fighting with the Night King with the dragons, and they actually knocked him off the dragon. And I thought, oh my god, that could actually be it. I don't know how he survived that, by the way. But he's a Night King, so I guess he's got some kind of weird powers. And then while the Night King's sort of on the floor, he starts to walk towards where he knows where Bran's going to be. Jon also comes off of his dragon, and he just starts to chase him on foot with the sword. And as he's getting closer and closer and closer, the Night King just turns around, does his hand thing again, and all the dead bodies just reanimate around him and just surround Jon. And just such a stressful episode. Oh my god. So the whole idea is that everyone's just got to stop the Night King from getting to Bran. That's the kind of like the whole idea. And I don't know, at one point Jon is completely surrounded, and I don't know how the hell he gets out of that, because the next scene there's only a few of them left. So we have to assume that he kills them all, I guess. And just literally, just when he gets to the point where you think, Jon's going to die again, Daenerys comes to the rescue again and just torches all the on Drogon and torches all the walkers that are near him. So then Jon can run off and chase the Night King. In the meantime, Daenerys isn't paying attention to what's going on, and all these walkers just jump on the back of Drogon and they're stabbing him, and it was horrible. There must have been 30 or 40 of them on there in the end. Daenerys is thrown off as Drogon takes off to try and shake them all off. And I thought for a minute, that's it, that's Drogon dead. By the way, I don't know what happened to the other dragon as well. That wasn't really explained. Perhaps I missed something, I'm not sure. But I didn't see him die. I think he crash landed a little bit, but I didn't see him die, so I don't quite know what's happened there. I'm hoping that dragon's alive still as well. But in the meantime, Daenerys starts to get surrounded as well. And again, there were so many moments where you think, oh, they've had it. There's just no way they're going to get out of this. And meantime, Theon and the Ironborn gets completely surrounded by the walkers, and they're again completely outnumbered. And they're just taking them out one by one. And poor Theon, man, he was the last one left. That's one of the worst. That's one of the worst deaths in this show, considering the character arc of Theon, where he wasn't particularly. He hasn't been nice until really he came out of being Reek. You felt sorry for him as Reek, but at the same time, I wasn't really that bothered. But now, since he rescued Sansa, he's gone way up in my estimations, and to see him just on his own, and a horrible bit where Bran called him over and he just thanked him, and he said, "You're a really," I think he said, "You're a really good man," and just thanked him, which was basically saying, "You're about to die, Theon." And sure enough, all the walkers parted, and the Night King came through. And again, I don't know if it was the right thing to do to charge towards him, but Theon did. He just grabbed this staff that he had and just charged towards the Night King, and literally 2 seconds he was gone. He got stabbed through the stomach and he was just collapsed on the floor, and it was awful, absolutely awful. I hated seeing that. And so the Night King approached Bran, and I was kind of in the back of my head I was thinking, is Bran going to surprise us now? He's going to do something that he was destined to do, and he's going to, I don't know, have some kind of, perhaps he could enter the Night King or something like that. And do you know what I mean? Something like that. But it didn't happen, and the Night King just started to draw the sword. And I thought, what the hell's going to happen? And then obviously I thought, it's got to be a dragon. Something's going to happen with one of the dragons. They're going to I don't know. Well, they can't torch him because Daenerys tried to torch him earlier. That didn't work. And then completely random, and I didn't see this coming from a mile away. You saw that the White Walkers stood around, and like there was like a breeze that came through their hair, and they all sort of turned around. And I thought, what the hell is that? And it was Arya. Oh my god, it was amazing. And she just jumped towards the Night King. He swung around and grabbed her by the throat, and I thought, well, that's Arya dead as well then. And she did that trick where she drops the knife and catches it with the other hand, which she's done a couple of times, and then just drove the dragon glass straight into the Night King's stomach. And it wasn't even a long, prolonged thing. He just literally exploded on the spot, and that was it. It's like, oh yeah, I didn't see that coming. It was always going to be Jon, wasn't it? Always going to be Jon that was going to do that. But Jon was kind of pinned down by the other dragon. He couldn't get past him. So Arya was the absolute hero. I'm well chuffed about that. I love it when they do things like that. It's kind of take me back to Harry Potter. When I can't remember his name, but the guy with the unpopular sort of guy was the one that killed the snake in the end. It was kind of that kind of thing. You didn't see that coming. At least I didn't see it coming. I always thought it was going to be Jon the whole way. So that was a really nice surprise. And it was brilliant. And I didn't even know they were going to kill the Night King. I thought he might escape or something, and I don't know. But they've actually killed him. As soon as they killed him, of course, the dragon died that was attacking Jon. All the White Walkers died. All the Walkers died. Oh, it was amazing. But we're now left with a lot of the heroes died. Also in the crypt, all the dead bodies that were in the crypts all came to life as well, which was terrifying. And at one point, Tyrion and Sansa were hiding behind one of these sort of crypts, and crypts, and I thought they were going to kill themselves, because she got out this dagger, and Tyrion kind of kissed her hand, and then again, it was a really touching moment. I thought, don't kill yourselves, please. But they didn't. They ran and luckily found the others. So I've jumped a bit there, but no mind. You get it. And we ended with a scene that went back to season 5, I think, where Melisandre had done what she was supposed to do. That was her task. She'd completed it. Davos, I thought he was going to do something silly, but he didn't. He just kind of followed her for a bit and watched her walk out to where the battlefield was through all these dead bodies. She took off her necklace and then obviously instantly aged and then just collapsed and died because she'd fulfilled her destiny, I guess. And that was a really sort of poignant scene to end on. So now I've got to ask the question, how the hell are they going to take on Cersei now? They've got no army. I mean, they literally were decimated. There weren't that many survivors. I mean, probably a few thousand, tops. So all the Dothraki are gone. Because that stupid idea of they just charged into the dark, which I still don't think was a particularly brainy idea. I'm trying to think if anyone else died. Don't think anyone else that I can think off the top of my head. Grey Worm I thought was going to die but didn't. So I guess now all the attention is going to turn to Cersei now. I wish they'd done it the other way round in a way. I wish they'd done the Cersei thing first, and then that should have been the last ever episode, and they could have made it a little bit longer, tied it all up, or perhaps one more episode after this one, and then that been it. Because I think the Night King to me was a lot bigger story than Cersei, but I know it's about the throne at the end of the day. I get that, but the Night King was the ultimate kind of bad guy, really. So now I don't know what's going to happen. If Cersei finds out that there's no army hardly left, they might go up north and attack them instead. I mean, she's still got Drogon, I think. So I saw him crash land, and he was all a bit of a mess, but he was still alive. So I guess they could leave it for a little bit to try and get him better, I suppose, and then they'll just have to try and attack with one dragon if he is the only one that's left. I'm not sure where that's going to go, but that was an amazing episode. I didn't want to see it. There were moments in there that I wanted it to finish because I couldn't handle what I was looking at. And I thought Brienne was going to die. I thought Jaime was going to die. I thought Sam was going to die. There were so many people I thought were going to die because they just had so many people on them. Oh God, I forgot. Jorah died. That was right. I knew there was someone else. That tore me apart as well. That was horrible. He was defending Daenerys to the last, and she was kicking ass as well. I mean, I didn't even know she knew how to use a sword. But she was doing really well. But then, he again, his ultimate destiny was to protect her, and he fulfilled that. But that was gut-wrenching. That was horrible as well. So we've lost quite a few of our main characters. This next, we've got 3 episodes left. That's plenty of time to build up to where we're going to go with this. I'm dreading it again because they've got no army now. I don't know what's going to happen because Daenerys has got 20,000 plus the Lannisters, so she's probably looking at 30,000, which is about 30,000 more than what Daenerys has got at the moment. But I guess we'll have to see. But sorry about it. So my mind's been a bit somewhere else tonight. I have looked at the news, and apparently no one's died, but they're still cutting people out of the wreckage. So, and it's literally just down the road. I mean, I just went down there with my sons to see, what was going on, and all the roads are cut off, police everywhere, helicopters everywhere. So and I was cursing because throughout that whole episode, all I had was helicopters above my house, and it was drowning out the sound. It was really bad, but we got there in the end, I guess. But yeah, thank you for watching anyway and sticking with me. An amazing episode. That's definitely a top 10, possibly top 6. I mean, that was an amazing episode. So far, season 8 has been, for the first 3 episodes, has been the best season so far. I'm sorry, it has. I'm still dreading what's about to come though, because I know you guys all hated it, so we'll see. We'll just see. But anyway, thank you again for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you really soon. Take care of each other and stay safe, and I'll see you really soon. Bye.
Take away my dignity. TM.